everyone. This is Donna's Happy Hour. Just a reminder to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so that you get future notifications of the videos. And please leave a comment. Thank you. Have a great day. Joel, Arna, thank you so much for joining me. It has been 3 years since they were last on, right?
Yeah.
Donna's Happy Hour. And, you know, I ask most of my guests because I find it kind of interesting how people dealt with COVID. And I find it very interesting that a lot of my musician friends and artists took a bad situation and, you know, turned it around. And I say that by meaning that if, let's say, they were out of work, which many of my friends lost gigs, and they found more time to get into the studio to record. Did you do any of that, or?
You want me? Well, briefly, no, we couldn't get in the studio to record new material, but that's because there was some things happened. And last time you saw us, the bass player and the drummer were replaced.
Oh, okay.
So this will be our first performance. So we have Frank Coda on bass.
Okay.
So it's Frank Coda, I'll say it, you know, clearly.
Right.
And then Don Hughes on drums and vocals.
Okay.
And then the rest of us are the same people. Don Pitts, should be here soon, and then us too.
Shortly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He went the wrong way.
Right.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's all right, right.
And so we first got Frank. We still had our previous drummer, Robbie. And then one circumstance or after another, it became evident we were going to need to replace the drummer too. And we got Don recently, in the last, 3 months?
Yeah.
About 3-4 months?
About 3-4 months.
But he's just a quick study, and he's just
great.
amazing, and he's a he's a great drummer and everything. And I'd like to say, and I actually feel it, we sound better than we ever did, honestly.
You know, it's interesting. One of the things that I have, I could be wrong, and you can correct me, but I feel that replacing a drummer seems to be like the hardest.
Yeah.
And maybe, obviously, if let's say you lost a lead singer, that would be kind of tough
would be
too.
rough.
Well, especially if a singer is so charismatic, so identified with the sound of a band. A lot of times they are.
Right.
And sometimes it depends on the type of band it is, I suppose.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, the circumstances were simple. Our former bass player was a great guy, but there were situations, and he ended up moving.
Right.
And kind of pushed us in a corner, but in a positive way. So we ended up shifting our home base.
Right.
And then we started looking for a bass player.
Well, you know, that's the thing with any kind of groups, you know, whether it be a music group or an art group or, you know, whatever. People have lives, things happen in their lives, and situations change, and you are kind of sometimes, you know, held, you know, got the bag here that, you know, you got to fill. I do want to ask, because you're going to be doing both original and covers.
Right.
Now, I will tell the audience, you're going to see only originals on my show, because that's how it has to be. But which I would think, you know, is great for you guys.
Oh, absolutely.
Are any of these new songs, or are any that you did 3 years ago?
There's some we did 3 years ago, and there's some we've never played before. A couple that we've never played at all.
Oh, really?
They were recorded,
wonderful.
but we never played them live.
Right.
Okay.
And,
interesting.
and then there'll be certainly a couple more than a couple that you've never heard us play.
Right.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
love
you know,
that.
over the years we've had, you know, 4 CDs worth of material. CDs. I'm dating myself here.
Okay.
But, you know, so there's a lot of original material to draw upon. So.
Right.
Yeah, we kind of started looking at the inventory, so to speak, and what could we play with this new lineup? You know, what could we just bring that? I guess it's because in my head I was trying to level the playing field. Like we've recorded these songs, we haven't played them since we recorded them. So we got to learn them all over again too.
Right.
Right.
And we made little changes, you know, just like made them our own. Like let the guys put their own stamp on it.
In the distance, a darkened path awaits you. Do you see them in your dreams? Moving, climbing motion. Something clear to the theme. And I'm running to the Lordstone. Yes, I'm running to the sea. And I'm running to the Heartstone. Yes, I'm running. Come with me. Moving over to silent pathways. Silent singers come around, ever changing from the motion, always clinging to the sound. And I'm running in the moonlight. Yes, I'm running to the sea. And I'm running in the half light. Yes, I'm running. Set us free. Something this way comes to the call of our silence. Something ever closing on its way. Something this way comes in the form of our resistance. Could it be the day? As I tell you what I'm feeling closely, do you see it on your face? Walk the weakness, we continue boldly. Movements in our grace, and we're running to the Heartstone. Yes, we're running. Call the song. Oh, we're running, set in motion. Yes, we're running, set us free. This way comes, ever closer. This way comes to me. This way it comes. To the sea, to the sea, to the sea, to the sea. Thank you.